Look, you guys know how I operate by now. I try to be fair and accurate with everything I report. So I'm going to lay out exactly what the McDonald Trump administration is saying about the Texas floods. And, well, I'm not afraid to do that because the facts are on my side. So here's what McDonald Trump's administration is saying about the Texas floods. They're claiming this was just an act of God. They're saying the National Weather Service offices in Texas were fully staffed, actually overstaffed. And they're saying that the NWS, National Weather Service, gave out early and consistent warnings and that the federal government did its job. And on top of that, they're accusing anyone who's raising concerns of politicizing a tragedy. Even Ted Cruz came out swinging. Yeah, the same Ted Cruz who literally abandoned his state to go to Cancun in the middle of a deadly freeze now wants to lecture people about a flood response. And get this, he just so happened to be out of the country again when this flood hit. This time, vacationing in Greece. Two major weather disasters in Texas, and somehow he's out of town for both. But hey, at least this time he didn't blame his daughters, so progress, right? But okay, let's go through what the facts say. The National Weather Service in San Antonio had 6 open positions. Several experienced forecasters, including the office coordinator, had retired before the flood due to budget issues. These weren't replaced, so no, they weren't fully staffed. That's a lie. They say warnings went out early, but a lot of those alerts were issued after midnight, guys, when people were sleeping. In Kerr County, there were lives lost. There were no sirens. There no effective alert system to wake people up. So if you're bragging about how timely your warnings were, but people died in their beds because they never heard them, your system failed. They say that the forecasts were precise, but emergency officials that were on the ground say the rainfall was underestimated. The warnings didn't match the intensity of what actually happened. That's a huge problem when people are deciding whether to evacuate or not, guys. And finally, the part they're the hardest to dodge is yes, Trump's administration did cut National Weather Service staff. Yes, those cuts left offices understaffed. And yes, when you gut forecasting teams and delay critical hires, it affects how prepared we are when disasters hit. Nobody's saying that the flood was caused by McDonald Trump, but the response, the lack of infrastructure, the missing voices in the NWS offices, that's real. That's documented. And the fact that they're standing up calling it a depraved lie while ignoring their own budget cuts while Ted Cruz, of all people, has the audacity to speak on it, I mean, come on. You couldn't write satire this ridiculous if you tried.